Hello YouTubians, how's it going? I hope you guys are doing well. Well, today I did upload a video. It's a video that I did a while ago. I've been going through my files and so on, and I want to put something up. I know it's been a very long time that I put something up, but hopefully you watch it. And in this episode you'll learn how I changed the front rotors on my Honda Pilot. I had some snags, but hey, you know what? I'm learning. Live and learn, right? Hope you guys enjoy this video, and thanks for watching. Hey, hello everybody from the YouTube world. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, today I'm going to show you guys my experience changing my brakes. This is a 2011 Honda Pilot Touring, and just as a precursor, just letting you know that I'm not an expert mechanic. I'm just a guy who watches YouTube videos and decides to do the work for myself. So here's my car, and first of all, obviously I'm jacking the car up off the ground. And once that's done, I try to put in a jack stand, for safety as well. So as I'm taking off the bolts from the tire, I believe my tire is a 17 for the 2011. I put it right here under the car just in case for safety. So we're looking at the rotor, and let's see what we find.
Take a look and see if I could actually see the back bolt. And it looks like these are the bolts that we're going to be taking off. So right here. And then this bolt right here, take off the caliper. Alright, so we're going to give that a shot. So it looks like I'll be using an 11/16. And let's see how we go here. One bolt, two bolts, and there you go. This is a caliper. Well, no, that's not the caliper. And then we need to take off our brakes, right? So there's these little pins here. I'll try to bring you closer. So I just remove those two pins right here. Pretty simple. As you can see, there's little holes on the pads right there. And then the pads are pretty simple as well. They just snap off. The pads are brand new. I just had them changed. Brand new, nice and thick pads. So now when you take off this piece, see what's the next size. All right, so the size that it seems like it will be is 3/4. I'll tell you which one it is.
So I did use the 3/4 inch socket, and as I tried to loosen the bolt back there, it was a bit difficult. I struggled for a bit. I did not use any type of penetrating fluid or anything like that, and I struggled. But hey, you know what? I guess I could have tried using something else, right? I didn't have a breaker bar with me at the time. I tried banging that, obviously, but that didn't work. So I changed the actual socket to the, I believe it was the 19 millimeter. Yes, there it is, 19 millimeter on cue. And I used that one because I had the larger ratchet. And as I was putting it in, I figured, you know what, this might work a little bit. And so I did. But I started off with the bottom one just to see if that would make a difference. And lo and behold, the bottom one did come off. It was a little bit tight, but it did come off. And then at that point, I decided, hey, you know what, why don't I use something else to help me with the top bolt? It was going to be a bit difficult. I realized it, so I said I'll just use the pole from my jack, from the car jack, and that will work as an extension for the actual ratchet, and hopefully that'll help me take out the bolts. Yeah, I'm there trying, struggling. So here's the pole and see what happens.
From my jack, let's see if this works. I'm going to stand right here. Totally worked. Awesome. All right. So now, where were we? So let me show you guys, I guess. Show this. Okay, so right here, this is the big bolt that I'm taking off. This one right there. That one is 3/4 or 19 millimeters. 3/4 has a snugger fit. 19 millimeters is most likely your best fit. I mean, a little bit bigger. So once that's on there, put it back on, please. Once that's off, then you have to open it right there. I'm teaching my son how to put the camera on. No, forward. Right there. It has to sit well first. Slide it in, lift it a little bit. There you go, now locked. Okay. So it comes off, right off. See? Like that. So now, to take off the rotor, I only have 2 screws. 1, 2, and that should do. And this is a standard Phillips head screw. So, oops, that should take that. So these are the factory rotors from Honda. You can't really tell that they're warped because the warping happens in a very minimal way. Nevertheless, it happens. And they're about 16 months old or so when I started the warping. I actually felt it sooner, I just didn't act on it. I felt it probably at around 1 year. About 1 year, maybe even earlier, that I felt it moving. But I didn't act on it, so that's my fault. Now, what we are going to use is this other product from AutoZone. I don't know if I should say that, if I'm allowed to say that. And this is a Duralast brake rotor.
This brake rotor is from the Duralast Gold collection, and it's the same exact size. It comes in a powder coat black. I thought it would stay black, but it doesn't. Once the brakes start, pinching on the rotor, then the black comes off. But I thought they looked really cool. So right here, it's pretty foolproof. You just have to slide in the rotor and make sure you align the 2 holes for where the screw goes. And as you can tell, it took me 3 turns to get it right. But it's because it has openings for other screw sizes as well. So once you put it in, you just go ahead and screw in the screws and you're good. And the rest is pretty much in reverse order. I'll let you watch it if you wish, but I just want to share a few things. Is that these rotors from AutoZone, at least in the greater LA area, they were $87, I believe. I will link the information down below. And when I called the dealership for their rotors, the dealership, I won't say which one, but it's in a big auto square here in greater Los Angeles. And their rotors were $180 each. Not only that, but their rotors only came with a 1-year warranty for warping or any type of problem. So I opted with these rotors from AutoZone because these Duralast Gold brand do cost much less, half in fact, and they come with a 3-year warranty. So if they go bad within the 3 years, then I can replace them for free. So here we go. We're just putting the brakes back on and they slide right in pretty easily, no major issues. And I was able to continue with the caliper. I brought it from where I had it and kept on working. So as you can see, everything is pretty much working in reverse. This is the 11/16 bit that I used. I'm sorry, the socket that I used, and just tighten it. No big deal, right? I did take it off because I realized I didn't put the pins on the brake pads, so those will hold them together as they wear out, right? But for the most part, you just work backwards. Pretty easy, straightforward. I did show you a red C-clamp earlier. And that was just in case we had to push in the pistons from the caliper so that it can make space for the actual brake pads. But that wasn't necessary because, as I mentioned before, the brake pads were pretty new and they were thick, so it wasn't pressing in. So that was not necessary. Anyhow, so I'm just wrapping it up And I want to thank you guys for watching in advance and pretty much putting up with my novel experience. I'm not very good at mechanic work, but nevertheless, I said before, I try my best. And there you have it. Everything is bolted up. The brakes are in, the calipers are on there, and everything's up as well. So I'm showing you once again the brand that I used. So far, I have put this to the test. I've used it for about a year and a half since I made this video, and they have not warped, and they work just fine. And so I recommend them for the price and for what they do. They work great. So again, just working backwards. I know you could stop the video, but thank you guys for putting up with me. Maybe it's the music that you're listening to and you want to hear it to the end. But again, I'm going to try to make more videos with whatever I can. I'm not get very experienced. Nevertheless, I do like getting my hands dirty. Kind of do-it-yourself kind of person, right? So little by little, we'll begin a journey that hopefully has great results. And thank you guys for watching. And as everybody else says, please consider subscribing. And once again, thank you for simply watching Aguilar. Until next time, have a good one and be safe, everybody.